there have been studies to show that reading aloud to your child is probably the best thing that you can do to help your child in the future with reading and literacy skills. There are many reasons that it's good to read aloud to your children. One of the reasons is that the child sees you reading and sees you excited and interested in reading, and that rubs off on the child. It's a contagious attitude. So they learn to associate reading with pleasure, which means that they're more likely to want to read themselves. And also, when you read aloud, you can read at a higher level than the child is able to read themselves. And yet you would be amazed how much they can understand and grasp of material that is actually way above their reading level. I remember reading the classic Peter Pan unabridged to my children when they were about 9 and 7 or 8 and 6 or something, somewhere around there, and they absolutely loved it. They don't need to understand every single word to understand the story. The benefit of that is that they're getting all this rich vocabulary that they wouldn't normally be exposed to. It's also been shown that it's beneficial to read to children as they get older. And I have to say, from my personal experience, that the read alouds that we have had as a family, gathered around together in the afternoons or in the evenings with the children, playing Legos or drawing, and me reading to them, have been some of the most precious memories that I've had over the years, because it's such a bonding time. You get to experience certain scenarios with the children that you wouldn't otherwise. So for example, if you were to tell your child, look, you really shouldn't hang out with that kind of person, you should hang out with this kind of person, that could very well go in one ear and out the other. But if you're reading something and the character encounters some such situation, then it's a perfect moment to talk with your child about that and say something like, well, what would you have done in that situation? And there have been many, many moments like that during the stories that we've experienced together. And those moments are priceless. I thoroughly recommend reading aloud to your child, whatever age they're at, and to not be afraid to read those unabridged classics or any other books that you would enjoy yourself, that you feel are appropriate, and really give them a taste of how enjoyable reading can be.